Like me, you might have woken up to the news that Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine candidate has, at least in early data, suggested it might be 90% effective at preventing infection, which is more than a lot of people were expecting. Better than they were expecting. So certainly good news. That sent stocks ripping across the board this morning. I think I saw that, for example, the AMC movie theater chain was up 75% in early trading, and the various cruise lines and airlines were up like 20 or 30%. But are the good times over for our good in COVID times companies? Shares of tech companies we've discussed endlessly over these last 6 months were falling this morning. Zoom was down 15% pre-market. Netflix and even Amazon were down in the 3 to 5% range, quoting Bloomberg. Traders had piled into stocks such as Zoom, Amazon, Netflix, Teladoc, and Shopify this year as the pandemic raged on and kept most people from leaving their homes. Zoom Video has rocketed 635% year to date. Amazon and Netflix are up 79.2% and 59.1% respectively in 2020. Teladoc is up 146.2% this year, and Shopify has popped 162.8%. However, investors on Monday appeared to be rotating away from those high-flying names and into companies that would benefit from the economy reopening, end quote. The stock market is, of course, a forward-looking mechanism. It cares more about 6 years from now, and especially more about 6 months from now than it cares about today. So when Rob Zapata tweets, quote, "Perfect example of the irrationality of market participants. Nothing's changed about these companies' fundamentals, just a bit of good news. Such is the reality of stock market investing today," end quote. And friend of the show, Alex Wilhelm, tweets, quote, "It appears that the stock market is treating COVID-19 as if it's over, when by end of year, Pfizer's vaccine will only have enough doses to treat around 6% of the U.S. at most," end quote. They're not wrong. It's just, if you're a shareholder of Zoom or any good in COVID times company, you have to ask yourself this morning, to what degree have the COVID times changed things? Showed us a different way of doing things that might last beyond the COVID times? We've spoken before about how COVID times might have accelerated trends that were already in motion. If that is true for your good in COVID times company, then you should be fine. But if your good in COVID times company was merely a crutch to get folks through the COVID times, then maybe evaluate your offering in normal times scenarios. As Miles Udland tweeted, quote, "Most interesting stay-at-home trade going the wrong way today is Chewy. Last time I checked, pandemic puppies are still around when the pandemic ends," end quote.